week we did a full 7-day curl series with a blow dry how-to mixed in between. We covered everything from how to use a curling iron, how to use curling rod, from big waves to loose waves to big huge beachy waves and bouncy waves, and I'm excited because we're going to be able to incorporate a lot of what we learned last week into this week. And this week is a really exciting thing because we've switched from curls to really amazing styled looks. I'm partnering with Sebastian Professional, one of my favorite brands, to kind of bring you guys some exciting looks. They are, to me, the leaders in high style and fashion style and innovation and creativity and art when it comes to hair. So I wanted to be able to kind of translate a lot of that really cool hair into everyday hair that you can use and everyday hair that you can do, especially if you watched last week's series and you know how to use a blow dryer and how to use a curling rod, and we're super excited. So I'm going to be using their products this week to show you some really amazing techniques and styles. The first one is that I'm going to show you today is called the Ava. It's a very pretty blown out look with a little bit of wave mix in, and it only takes one product to do this look. So I'm very excited to tell you more about it and show you how to do it because I think you'll like the fact that it takes one product, it doesn't take very long, and it'll last for a few days. So let's get to it.
Okay, the first product that I'm using, it's a totally optional product. It's a pre-treatment product called the Sebastian Trilliant Spray. I love it because it's a thermal protectant, so it's great against heat, but totally optional, but I do recommend this product. Then I'm just gonna take my wet brush and brush through my whole head. Okay, and now we are going to pick up the product that we are going to use to create the Ava style. It is the Sebastian Professional Mousse Fort. It's this incredible mousse that builds long-lasting body and kind of helps you define wave and curls. It smells incredible and it works amazing. It adds a lot of dimension to your hair. So what we're going to do is just take a good handful of mousse and rub it through our damp hair all the way into the root, all the way down to the tip of the hair. And this is going to help us in our next step, which is doing a really good blowout. So the next thing we're going to do is take our comb and give ourselves a really nice part. Either side works. I went ahead and parted my hair with the part on the left side of my head, but you can do either way. I'm really excited because this is the first look that we've done in this series where we have a side part, not a middle part. Then I'm just going to section off my hair because we are about to do a very thorough blow dry. You're just going to want to section it off, wrap the hair around each other so that it stays wet while you're addressing the other sections. I'm going to go ahead and cut out a lot of this process because I've already done a video on how to blow dry my hair. But the thing that is different about this one is that instead of doing a sleek look, we're going to try to get some volume in our hair. So we've already applied the mousse fort, which is going to help add some lift and some hold, and it's going to help us get that volume that we want. So just make sure that you're blow drying up into the root and using a big round brush. Again, this is about a 3-inch round brush that I use. And just do section by section, trying to make sure that you get all the volume that you can get right at the root of the hair all the way down to the tip. So the look that we're recreating today, the Ava, was created by one of Sebastian Professional's head designers and stylists, a man named Omar Antonio, and he's amazing. And it's a part of their collection, their alter ego collection that they've done for fall and winter. And I chose to do this style because I think it's a great style that all of us can replicate, whether we have short hair or medium length hair or long hair. It's a really beautiful style that takes a really nice blowout, combines it with a great product like the Sebastian Mousse Fort, and then we add a little bit of volume back in with a curling rod. So it's very simple, it's not hard to replicate, but it is a really beautiful everyday style, and it's wonderful that it only takes one product and 2 tools to create. So now that we have all this amazing volume from our perfect blowout that we just did and we took our time doing, we are going to section off the top layer of our hair because we have one last super quick step to do. Plug in your handy dandy curling rod from last week, and all you're going to do is just soften up the look with some really basic curls. I would probably even call this like a rough curl because you're not taking section by section by section. You're really just picking up pieces and just kind of doing, thick pieces, not thin pieces, and just kind of adding back in some volume. So we're not trying to curl our hair. We're just trying to soften the look with kind of adding back some dimension with the curling rod. So it's really easy. You should have no problem doing this since we did what feels like 1,000 curl videos last week. with far more complicated and far more time-consuming styles. So really all you're doing, picking up thick sections of hair, wrapping it around the curling iron in no particular manner, just to soften up the look. And you're going to do that around the entire head. It shouldn't take you more than 4 minutes at most. And like I said, you're not curling your hair. Don't leave it on there very long. It's just to soften up the look and add back in some body. Okay, so after you have kind of done a really rough curl all around your hair, you can just take your hands and mess it up, my favorite thing to do. And then you take a little bit of the mousse for it again, probably a fourth or an eighth of what we put in the first time. Just rub it around your hands and then just mix it into your hair. What this is going to do is pull up any of the layers that have kind of clumped together underneath the top layer and give you that really beautiful volume. In the original picture, the Ava model has her hair parted really beautifully to the side and she has really heavy bangs. I don't have bangs, so I kind of just took that front layer and I'm just moving it all the way to the back. You know, it's really up to you. Just make it beautiful, but the two things that are important here are one, that you're using that mousse for it before you do the blow dry to get a lot of beautiful volume, and two, that you're using that curling rod to kind of add back in a little bit of body, a little bit of wave. And that's really all there is to it. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how you take this hairstyle and turn it into a completely different hairstyle tomorrow using the same one product. It's a really cool thing, so do this today so that you're ready for tomorrow. I'm so excited about it.